Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Audiotree Live, where you discover your next favorite band. My name is FINGY. Today is December 2nd, 2025, and today we have a ladder in the studio. Blurring lines between noise rock, performance art, and sound art, Ladder makes a volatile mix of tension and vulnerability. Take it away.
For the high, is this all I'll ever be? I'm on my knees now and I'm free. Dead weight, the expiration. Surrounds it totally. It reflects, it doesn't say tick, tick, tick. You place me with that I'm begging for mercy. So much time, 10 years most, like to be. So never goes. Is this how it's gonna be? I got this disease now and I'm free. Dead weight, expiration date. Do I just cease to exist? Crawling, clock wrapped around my fist. I abandoned outer body. Be horse with my decay. Let the dogs out to heaviness. I'm all I'll ever be. I was on my knees, now it's I'm free. Dead weight, an expiration. I don't just cease to exist. Nada, nada.
Hey guys, we want to share something interesting with you about our channel. Over 80% of you who are watching this video right now are not subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button down below and we'll keep bringing in all the best bands from around the world to play for you. Okay, back to the show. So sick, so sick. What struck me about this band when I was researching it is that it seems as though, John and Meredith, it's your freedom arena. You were looking for a new collaborator, new sound. You were trying to return from a musical sabbatical. So when you finally came together, did you immediately know that this band was going to be a different project from the other ones?
Yeah, I think I knew pretty quickly because I kind of went into it. I think Meredith and I both kind of went into it with like heavy, just freaky stuff. So I definitely knew that it was going to be different. And I was super happy. Like I love playing all the different genres I've played, emo, pop, whatever. But it was just so fun to revisit like these kind of roots because I grew up with a lot of like heavier tunes. So it was really fun to get to do that.
Yeah, for sure. I think like when we first started this band, originally because I was playing music in Philly for like 12 years, and I think like I was very much done playing music at that point and feeling like very disillusioned with playing in bands. And I just posted on Instagram, like, who wants to be in a screamo band? And some other people responded, and that's how I met John. And I think, like, originally it was just going to be, like, a fun little side project, but I feel like quickly once we started playing together, I was like, this feels different and good.
Yeah. And that's really encouraging to hear, too, because I know there was maybe some disillusionment and discontentment with working so hard for over a decade and not necessarily gaining that traction. And then the moment you decide to let go and have fun, that's when it kind of clicks.
For sure, yeah. I think I think before I was just taking everything like way too seriously. Like every show I was like, we have to play. I don't care if everyone has like grad school, like it doesn't matter. And I feel like, like once I kind of like let that go and just let things happen as they would, that's when it started to like gel together.
Yeah. And John, you're saying like it was almost a red herring in your childhood of like admiring this music to finally make that full circle back to it. Meredith, do you feel as though there's been any hints as well in your life of this being the type of music you'd eventually pursue?
Yeah, I think I always played kind of heavy music, but it was funny because I think like it was funny because the other day my boyfriend wanted to hear one of my old bands and I played it in the car, and he was like, you can kind of hear like Ladder in this is like the prequel to Ladder, and I think like I don't know, like for me, I think it just took a really long time to find my sound and find my voice because I'm like 36 years old and I've been playing music since I was 23, and I think yeah, like it took until like my 30s to be like, oh yeah, like this is for me to be able to like play what I hear in my head. You know, there was like a decade of just kind of like moseying around and it's like almost there, but it's not quite there, and then finally hitting that. But it takes time, you know. I think like, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of patience.
Yeah.
And like sometimes you'll think you're there and you're not there, but I feel like now at this point I'm like, I can hear how it sounds, and it sounds how I hear in my head.
That's amazing, and especially given the nature of this work, because this project pushes far past a typical punk band and really incorporates performance art. It incorporates sound design. Why are these creative attributes so fundamental to this project itself?
I think that's a Meredith question for sure, but it's something that like I'm very happy that Meredith has this knowledge of and understanding of and can do it so easily. Like especially the noise tracks on these records are amazing. But yeah, I'll let Meredith talk about that.
Yeah, I think like after I quit music, I decided to go to grad school for sound art, sound design and stuff, and I was very much in the headspace of like I'm gonna be like a sound art academic. Like I'm done with rock music and now I'm like, gonna be in the art world. And so kind of like having that background, and I think that for me, like it's very important to include all of that because it's like it felt like I took like a little detour from music. Like I went and I learned all of this stuff only to have it come back, and then like it was like I kind of needed that because like that was also a part of finding my voice in all of that, is like getting like weird and experimental with that. So I think kind of like bringing that element in just kind of like makes it more whole.
Yeah, and whole it does sound, man.
Thanks.
You think we could run a couple more tracks?
Yeah, for sure. I was a mother in our dreams. Alive. Why just asking. I was just asking. I was just asking. Asking you. You left me selfishly. You left me selfish, void of all empathy. You love her. You left me selfish, void of empathy. God's calling. She was the devil back. I still hate you. It just fills me, gives me energy. You always knew your debt is due. I hope you love her. You love me. You love her. You love me. You love her. You love me. Selfish.
when you're approaching creating music for this band, what tools in your creative artillery are you looking to employ, and what tools are you looking to discard?
Personally, I don't discard anything, honestly. I kind of use anything I've ever learned, and kind of like in my head I have these like little flashcards where I'm like, try this, try that, try this, and just like keep going through, keep shuffling through the same flashcards and then adding more. So I never really discard anything, any like tricks or anything like that. I just keep kind of reusing it and seeing which works for what, and like however we need to get to the end of the song, or like a song that I'm proud of, that we're proud of, we'll get there, and whatever, whatever's necessary.
Yeah, I also don't discard anything. I think, like, we try all kinds of different stuff. So I think, like, we try to get weird, and we'll, like, do synths and things like that, and, like, we'll make, like, sound collages and things. But I think, I think with the guitar, I definitely, like, try to challenge myself and, like, not do the same things, like, over and over and over again. But, yeah, I feel like I don't want to, like, discard anything. Like, I want to keep all the tools in my pocket, you know?
Yeah. And when you are challenging yourself, what are some of the ways in which you challenge yourself on the guitar?
I think, like, learning other songs is helpful, and, like, kind of, like, being like, oh, I really like, the riff that they do in this. I kind of, want to see what that would sound like if it's, like, slowed down or things. So I think, like, pulling inspiration from other bands.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
And what are these flashcards, man? I'd like some tips and tricks.
Yeah, this is just all in my brain, it's kind of crazy in there. But yeah, it's just like different things that I've done on different records, or like, especially not necessarily with drums, but more so with like structure. Like that is that's probably my favorite part of doing all this music stuff, is like structuring songs and putting them all together. But yeah, just like, for like double chorus here and there, half a pre-chorus, or like half the chorus after a verse and then back to another verse. Like just like things that like I've done time and time again, but like I want to do it again and see if it works. And like with Meredith and I, we're very, like we jam. So we jam for like hours, and we'll like put the phone in the center of the room and just be like, okay, that whatever idea we just had, let's try to remember that.
Right.
Meredith writes down every single riff that sounds good, like she's always trying to remember all these things. So it's really just like as much as we could throw at the wall.
Yeah.
Plus a couple flashcards in the head. So,
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of like jamming, and then like we're jammers. We're like a jam band. And I think like kind of just getting in a room together and just like feeling that synergy with the music. And then just like because like when we first started playing, we would just jam, and then I wouldn't write anything down, and I would always like forget. So just like I think just like documenting the creative process is important for us.
Yeah, documenting and arranging the creative process. I like that. It gives you space to flow, but then structure to reformat. That's good. And how was the difference between the processes of making your debut LP versus your latest EP?
I feel like for me, it feels like whenever we go to write, it feels like we're just picking it back up. Like it doesn't feel like we're drastically heading into something completely different. It's like we're kind of evolving, but at a very slow and steady pace. And it's fun. And I think like Meredith said, like we listen to different things and we kind of like try to emulate different things. Most definitely subconsciously too, like especially with me with drums and stuff like that. Like if I listen to a band enough times, I start having those fills in my brain too, So, but I think it's a very similar process from that record. They always say like it's like you have forever to make your first one, but as soon as you put that out, you have to put out two more like immediately. So it's like but it doesn't necessarily feel like that, which is really good.
Yeah.
Like it feels like we can take our time with all the stuff and like kind of, I don't know, no rushing. Like if we need to book more studio days, we'll book it. We'll just do as much as we can to just get the songs done.
There we go. Should we close this bad boy out?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Tearing
nobody sees. My goodness, so fucking sick. Louder, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks.
Of course.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you to our crew for capturing this. We cannot do it without you. And thank you for watching. By the time you are watching this, it's already on all streaming services. So Apple Music, Spotify, you name it, they are there. And if you have made it to the very end of this video, we'd really appreciate if you would subscribe to our channel. My name is FINGY. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.
All right, so you guys want to do it for real now?